All right, so we just created a new component, creating a new component. It's trying to compile it. Now we want this to be interactable, right? So I did something similar for this object. I made it a capsule just so it's easy to collide with. So I'm going to take this same thing and I'm just going to move this over here. Where was that new actor we just made? Didn't we just make it? Interactable component. There it is. Okay. So one, it needs to have a collision. So we'll make it a capsule component. It could be a sphere, could be a box. Doesn't really matter. What's a little bit nicer about making a capsule component is you can add some more length to it. It's pretty modular and easy way to make sure you're gonna get what you're looking for. On top of that, we could have it have a interact interface. It's not a bad thing to do, but for right now, that's fine. So we have this interactable target. And then when it comes to implementing interfaces, you can kind of look and they'll want you to implement, oh no, not capsule component. They'll want you to implement some things. So basically these two. So we're going to do just that. We're going to, one, save an interaction option. Two, we're going to make that interface they described in the public so we can grab it. We don't really need to be ticking this object, so we're going to get rid of that. Tick. Go in here and destroy the tick. Don't really need begin play either on this object. And we don't need this ticking on tick. There we go. Look at that. We may add begin play back. Who knows? All right. So we want to gather some interaction objects. Basically, it's just building that option, which is the variable. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Very simple. Basically, it's saying, hey, what are your options? This option, it's just something Lyra put together to be basically say, hey, how do I interact with this? It's gonna spawn some UI and some other stuff. But this is pretty simple. We got this interaction object. It's gonna do that. So cool. All right. Next thing I want to do is I just want to make sure this is blueprintable in case we want to set up a blueprint version, which is really nice because you can set up a few versions that are easy enough to mess with. So I got this. Perfect. Now, in this case, I'm going to shut down Lyra. Do I have anything I wanted to save? Canister, sure, save it. Just because it's going to have a little bit of a problem rebuilding. Usually you can rebuild C++ with a live free code. I mean, CPP files, but .h's and other stuff like that sometimes has some problems with. Since this is a brand new object, it might not, but I just don't have the time to have it not work and then be like, why is it not working? So, quick rebuild. Now, you'll notice with the bag component, I have another interface. Whereas some people might want to interact with the bag, right? So picking up the bag, clearing the bag, copying the other things. It's an interactable object. Now, with this guy, we're going to keep it super broad, right? Basically, it's a capsule. You add that it's going to give you some options. And then that way the designers are going to be able to make what they want out of it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Shouldn't really have any problems. And we can add interfaces in the blueprint version or any of that stuff. And that's what we're going to do for this touchpad thing. Because it's already in the game, it's working, it's doing its thing, so. Just don't want it to be a Lyra World collectible anymore. It's kind of a silly way to be doing this. Okay, so we got this keypad. It's this Lyra World collectible. And that gives it this option that we were looking at, which was what we added on the other one, which is this right here, right? How it's going to interact with you in the world. It's going to give you this GA interact switch. I'm just going to put our location here to make it easier. But I don't want this anymore. And that's easy enough. Go to class settings. We just made a new class. We'll put an ASMR. Oh, no. Okay. So I think we're just going to put the actor here. And so what we did was, I didn't want to have to make this apparent. Right? So this is when this activates. Cool. Great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, and also I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to go to its collision. And I'm just going to disable the collision. And now I'm going to add the ASMR interactable. Check a look at it and be like, okay, that's a decent capsule around the thing. That'll probably work. Got this interactable. First thing I want to do, overlap dynamic. Now with this case, I'm going to go back into here. And one of the things I'm going to do is set collision profile. I think this is it.
Yeah, I think that's the right one.
It didn't save the right thing, but I'm going to save it to, what was that? What were we calling that? Interact. Now this is kind of weird. If I right click on this, copy display name, is this actually going to copy the display name? Nope, it's not. That's okay. I can type interactable overlap dynamic. All right, hopefully that doesn't crash. I think I do that for the bag item as well. I'm just going to check. Yeah, look at that. All right, set collision profile name.
Screen now, by the way. Just
Oh
adds
yeah,
up.
just doing that. What's over there? Just a little thing. No biggie. We can recompile it. All right, so we got this. We set the collision. It's generating overlap events. So now we're going to go back to option on this little guy. And set it up. So now it should be giving this switch when we walk over it and visually look at the thing. Not visually, but there's going to be a collision check and it's going to find the object and it's going to go ahead and do that. So let's see if this even comes close to working now. So we play from here. Game crashes, blows up. GG. Well, it looks like not. But we got to remember, we just deleted it. So let's take the trigger, let's put it back in the world, which now has a little collision box. Cool. Look at that. There's a little E on it now. I'll walk away. E there, E there, E there. And looks like that's working. So that's cool. GA interaction switch. We're just going to put a breakpoint in real quick just to see what's happening. So over here, we hit E. We have a montage we get to play. There's a instigator, which I don't know who it is, but we'll find out in a second. Oh, and now here's some cool things in this interactability. It's cleaning up stuff. Indicators. I think there's another thing I should be doing. Trigger interaction. But basically, it has the instigator and the target. I think I added this. But ultimately, this activate should be activating, right? That's the real test. So I'm going to remove this breakpoint. And then bam! Activate it.
Nice.
All right. Code's good. Continue. Now we're going to do the thing that you really only get away with when you're committing things all the time is I'll go ahead and I'll add these and I'll commit it with no oversight. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe.
Always a good sign when you start committing things.
Maybe it does. That's all right. Fairly often get away with it. Updated switches to use new interactable component. And let's see, I have the CPP, the .h. I'm doing that shadow well thing, and the keyboard trigger has now been updated, and I'm not going to update my canister stuff. All right, commit. Cool. Always merge from main first, back to yours.
You know why it stopped working in the first place?
No, I don't. I really don't care.
Fair enough.
Really don't. Just too many things, you know? Yeah, I just took a look at it, and I was like, all right, well, it's not working. And it's using some old Lyra code, Lyra World Collectible. So it was using this thing, which has this interactionable options. And I probably just hacked it together because I see it has an eye pickable and an interactable target, and it's an actor, and it's inheriting it from it. It's supposed to have this inventory. So now it has a struct of templates and pickup stuff, and all of that was on the switch. So definitely not needed. And I just kind of saw that, and I was like, well, I'm not debugging this shit. There's no reason for it to be so complicated. So that's when we made this, right? A lot more simple. It's just a component we put on. It has an interactable target. It's a capsule, which is one thing. It's an option. And then we go, okay. And we gather those options and we send it off. Boom. Works. No fuss. And not looking back. So, yeah. And now it's committed to main. So enjoy if you pull.
Thank you.